Gratitude. 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 Yeah. Yeah, definitely gratitude. 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 Yeah, gratitude. I know what you guys are thinking. Gratitude, right? You're like, the number one life hack secret is gratitude. Come on, give me a break. I've seen the hundreds of 30 days of gratitude Facebook posts and everybody's lives being, picture perfect and, idealistic and nauseatingly fake. Like, I'm so over it. I get that. I've shared that. Those are my exact thoughts when I see that, or have been in the past. But understand, there's a huge science behind gratitude. It is a huge life changer. And once you can adopt this, or once you can change your mindset, everything changes. Everything shifts. And you start seeing the world from a different perspective. It's like taking a foggy lens off a camera. Now everything is much more clear, crisp, ideal. You're not seeing it through this lens of haziness, self-loathing, always focused on the negative. And it does make a difference, and the science is there. So we're going to talk about why gratitude is so powerful, the science behind it, and some quick and easy tips to get you started on a gratitude-forward life. Stay tuned. So what do the studies show about practicing gratitude? And how would it really influence your life? Really? Well, it increases happiness, optimism, positive emotions. You can develop new and lasting relationships. You have increased health and a healthier state of being. There's increased progress towards personal goals. You have physically less aches and pains, and you sleep better at night. You're more alert, have increased determination and productivity. You're more generous, compassionate, and empathetic. And you have improved self-esteem. And when you think about it, there's really no downside to practicing gratitude at all. So this seems like a pretty simple thing to do. Why wouldn't everybody just practice gratitude if it's only giving you good outcome without any negative outcomes? Seems like a no-brainer here, right? So why do we have trouble feeling grateful? Well, number one, we don't acknowledge what we have in the first place. We often take these simple life pleasures for granted, and the things that we innately have. The fast-paced attitude of life. We don't often stop to smell the roses, right? Or pay attention to the small things that actually matter. We have feelings of entitlement. And sometimes we're so busy, it's even hard to feel the feelings, good, bad, otherwise, to even acknowledge it. And it's easy to say that we all want love, acknowledgement, happiness, generosity, and kindness. But sometimes it's really hard to even accept those things because it will bring up a lot of undesirable emotions. Because to actually love something or someone puts you into a place of vulnerability and needing something, wanting something. And by that, it can actually bring up feelings of sadness and feelings of traumas from our past which can bring up a lot of discomfort, anxiety. It puts us in a position where we have something to lose. It really reminds us of our lack and traumas from our past. Actually being loved the way you deserve and want to be loved can be very unnerving. It can be very hard to accept the love, generosity, and the gratitude of others because it's so different than what we've experienced in our past. For me, I'm in a loving and healthy relationship. Prior to that, I wasn't. And so with this new relationship, I was always waiting for the other shoe to drop. I was always waiting for, the shit to hit the fan, really. I was waiting for this Jekyll and Hyde character because that's what I grew accustomed to. I was getting too comfortable. It was too easy. It's too fluid. Things in life things that's important you have to work hard for, right? Shouldn't be this easy. It makes you think that things will go bad because they're so good. It can also bring up feelings of unworthiness, guilt, indebtedness, embarrassment, being apologetic, and being overwhelmed as if we owe somebody something because we're happy now. So we innately kind of find ourselves avoiding gratitude because we don't want to feel these other feelings that come with it or potentially could come with it. So we avoid the things that we most deeply want in our lives. That inner cynic makes us think somebody wants something from us. They have the distorted lens that we're going to get hurt, that the outcome of this is not worth the reward. It's just easier to walk away now before you get too attached and actually might lose something you really want. So now that we've discussed how we commonly struggle with accepting gratitude or being in a gratitude mindset, let's talk about some tips on how to get into a grateful place. Number 1, become the observer. And I've said this before, but observe that inner critic. Listen to the story it's telling you. Become aware of the negative thoughts and emotions and the judgments that it's guiding you towards. It's often telling you to feel shameful and to just avoid the situation completely for your best good, right? No. What it's actually doing is teaching you to live in this false reality, the reality of trauma, and a reality of just existing. It's not really the true reality that you're finding yourself in. It's all make-believe because it is your sovereign right to live a life of happiness and to pursue what you really want and what your purpose in life is. Number 2, act grateful. It might seem like you're faking it till you make it, but you really do change the way you feel by acting that way. Physically smiling can make you feel happier. Acting grateful and out of love and compassion for others can put you into that mindset so that you're more present to that stuff happening in your life. Genuinely thank a coworker. Acknowledge your appreciation for them and their hard work. Call a friend or family member. Or do something unexpected for your partner, something you know that they would enjoy. And then work on accepting praise in return. Compliments, acknowledgement, gratitude for your behavior. That's really hard to do. At least it is for me. Even now, it's hard for me to take a compliment without belittling it or making it seem minute. Our culture has us feeling like we should be able to pull ourselves up by our own bootstraps, be our own entities, fully complete, and we don't need anybody else or need to rely on anybody else or anything. But what that does is just creates a silo effect. We actually very much do need each other, and we need each other's help. And when you deny others offering to help you in some way, or their gifts, or their generosity, or their acknowledgement, it actually can hurt them and hurt their ability to be grateful, and it can drive a wedge in your relationship. It doesn't allow them to reciprocate their love, gratitude back to you. Number 3 is be present in the now, without judgment. Actively listen to the other people and to your inner voice. And don't judge what comes up. Don't think about the next thing you're going to say, even if it's a good point. Be present as though your life depended on listening to every single word. And remember, don't get caught up in your emotions and your thoughts. Those aren't you. Those are just your programming. And when you can sit back and observe them, again, without judgment, without expectation of outcome, you become aware of what's going on. And then you can actually choose where to focus your mind and your energy. Enjoy being childlike with wonder, excitement, and a zest for life again. Be present in the now. And this is often called being mindful. Being childlike is not being childish. There's a big difference. But having that excitement, that drive, seeing challenges as opportunities are all great ways to get into this mindset. And lastly, number 5, journal. And no, you don't have to do the 30 days of Facebook if that's not what resonates for you. Because if it's from a place of ego, because you want others to see what you're doing, if you want to present yourself in that way, that's not being truly grateful. So do it in a way that's meaningful for you. I personally have an app on my phone called Presently. It's just a quick little couple sentences that I do before I go to bed. Or you could do it the first thing when you wake up in the morning, and it helps get you centered and in the gratitude mindset. Keeps you right for the day. Even if you do choose to do it on a social media type platform, by all means, just make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. And I honestly think that if you can incorporate these 5 easy and quick tips in your life, you will become more grateful, loving, compassionate. And that all translates into a happier life. I'm so happy that you guys could join me today. And thank you for your time. Please comment down below if you already have established gratitude practices that work for you. What any of these tips kind of resonated with you. I'd love to know. If there's anything else that you'd like to discuss on this topic or any other further interests. I'm trying to challenge myself by doing daily videos and having new content. Please do like, subscribe, and share with friends and family. Well, this is Divine Phoenix, just reminding you to be the change that you want to see in this world. You are loved. You are love. Namaste.